What's going on, guys? It is Steve with Mouse Secrets coming to you today with another video. And today we're talking about Harry Potter, the new HBO series that's supposed to be debuting in about another, year and a half? Like 2025 or 2026, something like that. So we'll be talking about the new Harry Potter series. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, HBO is doing like a decade-long, it looks like a decade-long new Harry Potter series that really focuses in a lot more in depth on the books. Now, I had seen it would be like one season of the show would cover one book, and there's 7 books, so that would be 7 years. However, they say this is looking like a decade-long production. So I know they said they're not including Fantastic Beasts, but either way, it's going to be very, very, very in depth, much more so than the movies. Now, full disclosure, I've never read the books. I've only seen the movies. I love the movies. I love the Harry Potter franchise. I love Wizarding World. I love Diagon Alley. I'm all about it. But anyway, the nature of this video today, what I want to talk about is, it looks like the first main character has been cast, although not officially casted, but looks like it. Looking pretty good. It's popping up on a lot of the big sites like Forbes and Variety and so forth. And the character that's been cast already looks like it's Professor Snape. And the guy that's going to be portraying Professor Snape is a British actor, and I hope I don't butcher this too bad, but Papa Essidou. I'm sorry. I'm going to try. I got a hard last name. My name gets butchered. I know how it is. But Papa Essidou, looks like he's a pretty big time British actor. Shows that he's been on is something called I May Destroy You and something else called Gangs of London. Shows I'm not familiar with. Again, I'm not familiar with the actor. I don't know that he's ever done anything stateside, but whatever. He's supposed to be a really good actor, it looks like. And so he's going to be, it looks like, portraying Professor Snape in the new Harry Potter series. Now, of course, I'm sure everyone, if you're watching this, already knows, but Alan Rickman, the late, great Alan Rickman, portrayed Professor Snape throughout the Harry Potter movie franchise, and did maybe one of the best acting performances ever. I don't know, in my generation or whatever. His portrayal of Snape was so awesome to me. It made the movies for me. I wasn't even when I started out the biggest Harry Potter fan when the movies first started, but his character definitely hooked me, brought me in, his portrayal of the character. So Alan Rickman, of course, portrayed Snape throughout the movies. Unfortunately, we lost him a few years ago. So it looks like Papa Essidou is going to be portraying Snape in this upcoming TV series. Now, it's getting a lot of backlash, whether on Twitter or on X or wherever I'm seeing it. It's just been getting a ton of backlash today, obviously due to the race of the actor. That that Papa Essidou is a black gentleman portraying Professor Snape, who obviously in the movies was portrayed by Alan Rickman, a white gentleman. And I guess I saw too, and I'll read this description. This is the description of Professor Snape from the books. Again, I haven't read the books, but I Googled it to look it up. And so I'll just read it word for word. It says, Snape is described as a thin man with sallow skin, a large hooked nose, and yellow uneven teeth. He has shoulder-length, greasy black hair, which frames his face. He has cold black eyes, wears black flowing robes, which give him the appearance of an overgrown bat. Basically, that sums up exactly how Alan Rickman's character looked in the movies, right? Wow, that's pretty spot on. Maybe he didn't have the yellow uneven teeth and the hooked nose, but the robes, the black kind of greasy hair that framed his face, and the just dark, cold eyes. Definitely portrayed it with the very dark, cold eyes. Yeah, you could say that. He did an awesome job trying to match the character's visual as best as he could to the book's description. Now, and Papa Essidou, who's going to be portraying him in the TV show, doesn't really look or doesn't match the description of the book. Here's my thing. I think this is what happens. Look at Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. If all of a sudden Star Wars called Steve and said, Steve, we want you to be the next Luke Skywalker, right? You put me in a robe, you give me the lightsaber, and you put me on film and call me Luke Skywalker, a lot of people are going to be like, that guy doesn't look anything like Luke Skywalker from A New Hope or Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back. It doesn't look like, he doesn't look anything like him. Or if they all of a sudden said, Steve, we're making Back to the Future 4 and we want you to fill the shoes of Marty McFly. Like, you could put me like in some clothes, but I'm to the viewer, it's still going to be visually shocking. Like, Steve, this little bald Armenian guy, doesn't look anything like Michael J. Fox, or he doesn't look anything like Harrison Ford trying to portray Han Solo. You know what I mean? Like, some characters in Hollywood become so iconic that, and if you go away from what they visually look like, it's shocking to the viewer. And I think this is exactly what this is here with Snape. Why not just give it to Adam Driver? I saw someone else say that. Like, I think it was on Twitter. Like, someone like had the picture of like Adam Driver side by side with Alan Rickman's character, like of Snape. Like, Adam Driver could be like the perfect casting for this show. And tell me that people wouldn't go nuts if Adam Driver was cast to portray Snape in the upcoming show. Not going to happen. But whatever. That's like a missed opportunity there. I mean, with his hair, he could frame the face, do the hairstyle just like Alan Rickman did it. And we know that Adam Driver is like maybe one of the greatest actors of this generation that could definitely play that character super, super awesome. Whatever, that's not happening. So I don't know. And then of course the other thing too is over the last decade or so, we know that like Hollywood's done a lot of race swapping on major iconic characters. Disney's done it a lot, whether with The Mermaid, Snow White, that's about to come out very soon. I don't know. It's just a lot of Hollywood characters have been race swapped. And the problem is with that is that a lot of fans feel like it's done for only the sake of diversity, not for the sake of like quality of the actors or the performance that they can deliver or anything like that. More or less, it's just done to meet a quota or something, or to check the box, to check the diversity box. And for me personally, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it helps. It actually, judging by the box office, it definitely doesn't help. Folks definitely don't receive those type of things very well. And I don't know that that's the case here. And I don't know that we'll know that anytime soon. But if it was me, I would be casting this differently, I think. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to maintain the look of the iconic character of Professor Snape. And I can understand why Harry Potter fans are not happy about it. I think like it sets the tone for, okay, if they're willing to cast Snape this way, as they continue on casting other characters, what are they willing to do? Or what kind of visual changes are they willing to make? And at the end of the day, I think it just kind of cheapens the production. It automatically starts making you like second guess, like, what the quality of the show is even going to be and so forth. And I think that's kind of where we're at with this one. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. One thing to remember is HBO hasn't confirmed this casting yet. It sounds like it's pretty much in the books, but they haven't confirmed it yet. But quote from HBO is they said, "We appreciate that such a high-profile series will draw a lot of rumor and speculation. As we make our way through pre-production, we'll only confirm details as we finalize the deal." So this may not be finalized yet. And, that's something to keep in mind too. But let me know down in the comments. Let's have that conversation. What do you guys think about the change to Professor Snape and casting this gentleman to represent Snape in this TV series? What do you guys think? Like, I don't know if it, is it jarring visually? Like, I don't know. Does it pull you out of I don't know. Is it too much of an iconic character to change the appearance of the character so much? I kind of think it is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think there's anything like wrong about saying that. It's just, again, what if they casted me to be Prince Charming? You know what I mean? Like, what if they casted me to be Prince Charming? You'd be like, that guy doesn't look like Prince Charming. I don't know. It's a sensitive topic. I don't want to offend anybody. Not trying to do that. It's just, it is what it is. I think at this point, I would say get Adam Driver on the phone. See if you can figure something out. If it's not done deal yet, see if you can get Adam Driver on the phone. Maybe he'll take the role or whatever. That'd be fun to watch. Look, the guy's probably a fantastic, amazing actor. And when the show comes out, I know I'm going to watch it. I'm looking forward to an HBO show that really dives into Harry Potter again. That should be fun. But at the end of the day, I don't want it to be, I want it to be good. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to, I'm over diversity check boxes and all that type of stuff. I think that stuff is kind of gonna. I don't think it's necessary at this point. I don't need to see Armenians portraying Professor Snape to make me feel good. I just want to see like great actors, and great actors that can fill the character and can portray the character awesome. That's all I care about. I don't need to see an Armenian guy as Professor Snape to be able to enjoy the show or something. And I hope you guys don't either. Alrighty, that's a wrap on the video, guys. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? See you guys in the next video. Subscribe, like, comment. All right.